In the modern world that we live in today, our lives have become too easy and too comfortable, especially for men. Due to this, the consequences for this are that men have become more feminized. They go through less suffering, mental as well as physical suffering. They are more depressed nowadays, even though their life is so much easier. They're more depressed, less ambitious, and lower on testosterone. Men have become weaker and less competent due to a lack of pain and suffering. Because men need pain and suffering in their life. Because pain and suffering is what forges, is what creates a true, strong, masculine man, physically as well as mentally. And this is something that is oftentimes looked over. It's looked passed on. Even though, yes, we want a better life for the future generations, oftentimes this is not a good thing, especially in the modern world of today. Because even though it is easier, it is also more comfortable. And easier is not necessarily better. Because it makes our lives easier, it makes them less exciting, it puts less challenges up in front of us. It's like you're not even letting the kid go on and try things himself. You're holding his hand all over until he's an adult. So when he's an adult, his body looks like a 13-year-old. And his mind, he's so immature and has nothing, he's unexperienced when it comes to money, women, literally everything in their life. This is the reason why men are so unambitious nowadays. They have 50% less testosterone than they did 100 years ago. And what's crazy is that I literally see this reflect in my own friends. When we go to the gym, it's been a few times that some of my friends, I see them working out and it's like a reflection of how easy their life has been. How little struggle they have had in their life because they push themselves and then once it starts hurting, they stop. Or they start playing around or they don't take it seriously. Because they don't understand because they haven't had to been in that situation in which they need to be strong. They haven't gone through enough pain or suffering that they can't even withstand a little bit of burn in their chest or their shoulders, their triceps. They've had everything handed to them ever since they were kids that they're completely useless. Like that's, even though it sounds rough, that's what they are. They've become useless. A lot of young men have become useless nowadays. And it's crazy because it literally like builds up a strong like freaking despise to these men because they're so ignorant that they'll literally be like, oh, I'm so depressed and my mental health is so bad. Well, of course, no shit. You don't do anything for yourself. You don't work out. You just play video games and you watch YouTube all day. Because your life has been so easy, and then whenever any challenge comes up, you don't know how to withstand it. You resist the discomfort, physically as well as mentally. Whenever it comes to studying or reading a book or stuff like that, or being in a social situation, you resist it. These young men are resistant nowadays. They can't take this. They run away from it. They won't go up and talk to a girl. They won't do 10 push-ups because it's hard. In living an easy life is not good because whenever the hard times come, whenever they grow up, they're unprepared for the world. And this is not good for the world. This is not good for the economy. For better families later on. Because these men become useless fathers that don't know discipline. They don't know hard work. They don't know the power of consistency. They don't even know who they are. They've never had pressure put on themselves. So they're too weak to take on the challenges that the world throws at you. This is the reason why, even though our life is 100 times easier than it ever has been, my generation is literally killing themselves. I have literally grown with the like my generation has had the easiest life ever and throughout all years in any generation. And yet my generation is killing themselves. They're unambitious. They're low on testosterone. They don't know why. This is because our lives have become way too comfortable. And I encourage you to literally seek pain and discomfort, suffering. And this might sound weird because a lot of people think that, oh, pain and suffering is not good for you. It's not good for my baby, and then he's only 10 years old and whatever. Don't let yourself be fooled by this. Pain is what makes you stronger. Physical as well as mental pain. Just like a muscle, whenever you put it through pain, whenever you overload it, and it burns, and you still push through it. Because you're not supposed to, you're not finished when it hurts, you're finished when you're done. And what happens when you do this, that the muscle grows, it recovers bigger and stronger. And the same thing happens with your mind. When you put yourself in tough situations, when you build a business, or you create something, or you simply just put yourself in social situations which are uncomfortable, your mind grows. Your mind learns to expand, to see the world in a better way, in a more positive way, to be like, yes, I can do this. It's hard, but my emotions are not going to stop me. Even though I'm scared, I'm not going to allow this to stop me. And this is what so many young men lack nowadays. You need pain and suffering in your life. Because these are the things that make men stronger and happier in the end. Because once they've gone through all the pain, if they put themselves through intentional physical and mental pain, I have done this. I put myself in social situations which I was uncomfortable in, and I got comfortable through the discomfort. And you just keep on doing that. You keep on going another layer. Your mind keeps on growing. The same thing in the gym. You go to the gym and you force your body. You put it in discomfort, and then you get comfortable with that discomfort, and then you seek higher discomfort, and your body becomes stronger. And this is what eventually makes these men happier and stronger, because in the future, once they actually have pressure on themselves, they have to pay bills, they have to take care of a family, they get the world throws shit at them, they can take it because they prepared for this. And I want you to remember this through this one quote. And I'm going to end it off here. He who sweats more in training bleeds less in war. Think about that.